Hi everybody, this is Dan with nerdpunch.com and of course one of the members of the Geek Bits guys on geekbits.net, our podcast. I'm coming to you with another little review, coverage, whatever you want to call it, of one of my favorite games, which is Skyrim. Bethesda Game Studios came out with this in 2011, right at the end of the year, and it has won tons of awards. It is an amazing game. I myself have put 110 hours into the game. I know Opie on the Geek Bits crew has put a lot of time in. Dave's got it, and Matt has it as well. They haven't tried it yet. Dave, a little bit, but one of the best games created in 2011. Love this thing. It's amazing. So let's go in. I'll show you some of my gear, show you some of my stuff, and the look of it, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what Skyrim is about. So here we go. Let's go on in here. Continue from my last save point. As you can see, I'm level 46. Through these cutscenes, they kind of explain different things to you. I really like that. You get to see a lot of gear you may not have. You see history of the world, things like that they kind of put up into the space here. Really, really neat. It's a lot of fun to kind of just get an idea. Think of World of Warcraft and the load screens that they put those little tips at the bottom. This does the same thing a little bit, but you get more lore, look at the weapons, things like that, and ideas of what's going on in the game. So let's jump in here. This is my guy, and we get a really good close-up look at him right there.
Out here if you're looking to buy.
So
more inside.
yeah, I don't want to buy your gear. I'm sorry, sweetie. This is Skyrim, everyone. Welcome to Skyrim. This is my character Daros, and as you can see, he is more of an assassin slash thief. I play him in a stealth way with bows as his main weapon, and silence is his killer. That's what he does. We can go in here and let's take a look at the gear system. Very simple to get into. I'm playing on PC, by the way, of course, recorded with Fraps, but using a game stick. So I'm using the Xbox 360 game controller, so works really well, and I actually like that better than the keyboard. You have 4 different ways you can go on this, and we'll go into each one here in a second, but let's go over to items, give you an idea. So as you can see at the bottom, it shows your carry weight, and that comes from stamina, and the higher level you get, the more stuff you can carry, meaning the more stuff you can sell. So we go into weapons here, and it gives you a close-up look of what the weapon looks like, and you can actually turn that and get an idea of it, which is really cool. You can hit the right stick to zoom in, and then just kind of take a look at the blade if you want. That's the Blade of Woe. It's from the Dark Brotherhood, and it's one of the groups that you can join in the game. My major weapon, this is my Daedric bow. I crafted this. My blacksmithing is up very high, and I crafted this bow and created it, and it's my favorite item. I love that thing so much. Also put the enchant on it so it burns the target for 10 points, things like that. My other dagger is my Daedric dagger. I use this with the Blade of Woe. They're both Daedric weapons, and this one just looks so cool. I mean, come on, that's awesome looking. Anyways, a couple of items for quests, and then of course I use my ebony arrows. Apparel-wise, I'm using the Ancient Shrouded gear from the Dark Brotherhood, so I'm really dressed up hot in leather. Then I got a couple things, major health ring, and the Goldor amulet, which is really cool. I like that. Potion-wise, I carry a lot of healing stuff. You can carry food, which helps you in cooking, which I have not done yet. Ingredients help you with alchemy and learning how to create potions. Books you collect along your way, and you'll get little notes and things like that from people. Keys, of course, to every house you can get into, and then you got miscellaneous items. Most of this is common, and these are all soul gems that you can have and add souls to, so it helps you with your enchanting. So there you go. There's a look at the menu there. We jump out of that, we go back in, and we're going to take a look at the skill trees up top. So they're set up like celestial stars here with constellations in the sky, which you decide what you want to spend perk points in. You can spend perk points in anything, but you increase the ability of all these different things just by using it. So if I use destruction spells, I would be at 100 in destruction spells, which is really, really cool, but I don't use magic. So that is not me, but you can just spend time just doing that. I don't have to put a perk point in this tree. I could just get it to 100 and it'll do a lot of damage. The perks just pretty much give you bonuses to what you already know what to do. We go into smithing here, and you can take a look at the different styles of smithing that you can do, and you can arc off in this tree to do different things. I wanted to get to the Daedric due to the simple fact that they are, in my opinion, make the best weapons and gear. So dragon armor is really good too, but don't need it because it's heavy armor, and Daedric armor is heavy too. I just don't wear it. And of course, I got the arcane so I can improve magical weapons at the stones and things. But I mean, you've got enchanting, things that I've worked really hard on. One-handed weapons, my archery, of course, is super awesome. And again, perk points, just spending them in here, increasing what I wanted. Everything else I don't really need. Bullseye I don't care for, and just the items that I wanted to give a bonus to. Sneak, of course, is 100. So either 100 ability. I am very good at sneaking, and I've gotten everything in this talent tree. There's nothing that I can't sneak by. Heck, I can sneak right past them in front of them and not have a problem. Lockpicking is the other favorite of mine. I really enjoy lockpicking. And I wanted to get up here to Adept because I want a golden touch to get more gold, and of course Treasure Hunter. 50% greater chance of finding special treasures. So that is awesome. Excellent thing to have. Since I'm a thief, I'm an assassin. That's what I do. But as I said, you can put many different things. I haven't put anything in speech, but as you can see, I'm still pretty high in it because I sell items all the time. Alchemy the same way. So there's just every different way that you can build in this. So we get out of that. Let's go back in here and check out magic, or look at some of this. But the main thing I wanted to show you is your shouts. I've got all 20 learned, but I don't know all the words for each one yet. But you can go in here and you have to use the Dragon Souls. You see in the bottom of, right of the screen is 5 Dragon Souls I've got saved. I can use that to improve or learn a word of power. And say we use this for Kind's Peace. We select this. First, I didn't want to do that. I like having Unrelenting Force on. But we go here and we're going to open that up. So we hit X to unlock, and we're going to hit OK. What that does is it teaches us that second word, which makes the ability that much stronger. But you need Dragon Souls to be able to do that. So we did that. We're going to go in and save real quick just to make sure I don't lose that. So that's taken care of. But that's pretty much just those menus. Again, in the magic, you can go in here and look at everything from restoration to conjuration, and you can improve in each of these. I have a friend that plays conjuration. He's a heavy, he uses heavy armor, but he's a conjurer, and he uses a bow and 2 swords and conjures those up. He likes to use fireballs as well and use those, but these are all your spells, and there's tons more that I don't know, but I don't really spend a whole lot of time in magic at all. Which is really, really cool. I mean, it's just any way you would like to use your character in any way. These are things that are just active on your character at this time. Just having things that always are on you and that work. So, just passive abilities. One more thing to look at, and this is the map. And as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff open, but you can kind of direct how you want to look at this with one joystick. And the other joystick kind of moves around, so I can go over here and take a look at different things that I've opened up, more things down here that I've been to, things like that. So you can see the world is huge. There's still a lot of areas that I don't know anything about. You get right in here, I haven't been hardly anywhere in there, so a ton of stuff still to find all through there. Come over here. Another place I haven't been too much around is over here by the Thieves Guild, Riften. There's still a ton of area that I just need to go through. You know, it just hasn't been hit by me yet. Tons of stuff up north. So the game still offers a ton of stuff. I've already beat the actual game itself, but there's still so many things that I can do in this that I just haven't touched yet. And it's just taking time to go explore this. You can go anywhere up here. All these areas that you can go to. Let's go back to the world map here. Anything that I can see, I can go to. So, first of all, we're in Whiterun. This is the first town you'll get to after the start of the game. And as you walk around, you know, guards and people say things to you. But this is the lone tree sitting here in the middle of Whiterun. There is a shrine. Right, let's get some speed going here. There's a shrine here that you can come to if you get a disease, or say you get bit by a vampire and you don't want to be one. You can come to these shrines and cleanse yourself of that and be okay. There's other ways of getting rid of being a vampirism, I guess is what they call it. But get rid of that stuff. We're going to go up here to the keep, though. This is Dragon Reach. Up here, I think is the name of it. I'm probably wrong. Don't hate on me if I'm wrong. But here we are up at the top of Dragon Reach, and we can look out of the world. Right there's the throat of the world where the Greybeards live. But you can go all the way up there. and and travel all the way to the top of that mountain, tallest mountain in the world. Everything you see all the way around here is traversable. You can go and see all of this. It's amazing what you can do in this game. There's just so much to see and do, and I've got 110 hours, and I'm maybe 50% done with the game, even though I've beat the actual storyline. There's just so much you can see and do in here that is just amazing to me. Let's run down here because I want to actually get out of town. Show you my horse. I got Shadowmere. Since I'm the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, I have a beautiful horse that stays with me. He doesn't die, which is great, so I don't have to go spend money. Again, you get the cutscenes when you're leaving towns and entering taverns and things like that. You're going to get a little bit of a cutscene. But it's cool because you get to see the design of some of the items you may not use. You get to hear history behind the characters in the world. And you get, of course, helpful hints, letting you know, hey, this might work for you if you try it out. Things to help you with alchemy, things to help you with blacksmithing, things like that. So it's really, really neat. I really like it. So here we are. We're out in the world. And I don't see Shadowmere. He may be way down here, though. So we're heading out. You can see it's catching just a little bit there. And maybe because I'm running Fraps and I'm running this at the same time, so getting a little stutter step. But we get down here and we can kind of look at the world again and see everything around us that's just gorgeous. And we're just heading out of Whiterun right now. There's Shadowmere standing in front of the horses, the corrals here where you can buy horses. So Shadowmere is a spirit horse. He is made from the shadows. He's used by the Dark Brotherhood, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, and he's an amazing horse. I really love him. He does not die. Although I have a friend who had him and fell off the walkway to the Mage College, and Shadowmere died, but he reloaded his game so he could have Shadowmere back. So anyways, here we are. We're running around. You can look at the sky. It's gorgeous. You have the effects and everything going on, and we're just traversing the terrain. We're just going out and we're just following the road out. One of the first places you'll go to in this game, you get a little speed here with Shadowmere, speed him up, is this tower here, and this is where you're going to go against your very first dragon. This is where you're going to fight him at. It's pretty cool. It's difficult. It was scary. I know before I got into the higher levels, I was scared when dragons were around, and I would not face them alone. I needed to be near a city or something before I would fight them. And nowadays, I welcome dragons 2 or 3 at a time, and I'll drop them. It's not a problem. We look back over, and there's Whiterun sitting there in the distance, and the Dragon's Reach over there. You have some elk here that are feeding. He's going to run off because I spooked him. But this is your world, folks. This is where you live. This is what you do. It's so amazing. The essence of role-playing is built into this, where I can be into anything I want. I mean, it's just amazing to me that someone can do that. That you can just be who you want to be. You don't have to fight at all. I had a friend that wanted to just join the Bard's College and play music for his life in Skyrim. And that's amazing that you can do that. I can be a thief and have bounties on my head of over 1,000 in each town. Or I can be the Thane of each city and be able to own a home in all these places to hold all the things that I collect throughout the world. I can work with the Thieves Guild and get them back to their beautiful time when they kind of ruled the area. And I can be the assassin, the listener, and get contracts to make kills for that. And the storylines to get through that and get to that point are some of the most amazing stories and quests that I have ever done. I see here, you look in here, you got a little brook running through here. I mean, that's just beautiful to me. You look down and you see the water running, and it's just a tiny little brook, and get some crabs over there that just don't like me. We go further on down here, and we got a blazing fire. It's like, what is this? Who is this? And we come around the corner, and what do we see but mammoths and giants? And we now see these guys. They're huge. I mean, right now, sitting on the horse, not that big. Okay. Oh, jeez. I ticked him off. So we're going to hop off here. It's time for some combat, boys and girls. Ooh. So we hit that guy in the back of the head. Trying to get out of this water. Luckily, I'm not going to save this. Oh man, this is great because they got me in a position where this is crazy. So we dropped one giant, and where did the other guy go? He ran off way down here. He's just off, and Shadowmere's after him. Well, that's happening. Whew, I did not know they were going to be mad at me. So that was interesting. So let's go back over here. We want to get this other guy too. I want to kill him as well. Oh my goodness, that was funny. But I don't want Shadowmere to die, so I got to get over here and fight this guy with him. And I'm just going to slow time here with my bow. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how we do it. Grab all this stuff off of him. It's good selling items. Giants always have good stuff around their camps too. So bumping off a couple, yeah, it sucks, but you know what? It's okay. We're cool with that. So we got an expert lock here. As you can see, my lock picking skills aren't the greatest. What you're trying to do is try to get a point where you can finally twist, where the lock seems to give a little bit. And so we're going to come down this side here. Oh, looks like we got it. Swinging around, looking good, and we get the lock. Perfect. Ebony bow. See, that's selling for a huge value. Gold and an elfish sword. Perfect. Great collectibles. Get some mammoth cheese. Good for crafting and things like that. So there you go. You guys got to see me fight a couple giants. So awesome. I'm glad you got to see that. That's really, really cool. So that is Skyrim. I need to get off here. I've been on here and talking forever. But there you go. That is my adventures in Skyrim. I'll be back with more and talk to you guys again. So until next time, have fun in Skyrim. Check us out at nerdpunch.com. Check us out at geekbits.net. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's GKBTS. The more you subscribe, the more we'll do. We'd really appreciate comments and things like that on there. And you can always follow us on Twitter. It's at GKBTS or at nerdpunch. So until next time, guys, we really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon with our adventures in Skyrim. Bye-bye.